So, um, this is a reminder to the judiciary and also to the president, outgoing president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is very important now that because we're talking about Nigeria. Nigeria is a very religious country. Our leaders usually swear with the Constitution and again, either the Holy Quran or the Bible. And I'm asking President Muhammad Buhari, what are you handing over? I'm asking Bola Ahmed Tinubu, when you will be sworn in, if you will be sworn in on the 29th of May, with what documents would you be sworn in? What would be your source of oath? Are you going to swear by the Holy Quran and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Or are you going to swear by the drug cartel business that you are known for? I'm also asking the CJN and the judiciary that have been delaying this process, because perhaps from their body language, they are very eager to swear in Bola Ahmed Tinubu. My question again, are you going to swear him in with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that he violated very transparently, clearly, he violated the Constitution? Even the election that was conducted, his declaration all went in contrary with the Constitution. I am asking Bola Ahmed Tinubu to honorably resign. He has a lot of questionable character. He is not healthy. The Constitution, I think section 134, says that a lunatic must not be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I am not saying that Tinubu is a lunatic, but in the spirit of the law, there is a need for medical examination and medical transparency of our leaders, because there is no way we can know who is a lunatic without medical examinations. Tinubu, you hid your health even when you were lifting your staff while the national anthem is being recited, even when you will be dancing when you are not supposed to dance, even all with your balabulu and bula bula, even when you openly stated on a national TV that power is not served a la carte, that you snatch it, you grab it, you run away with it. This is a great act of terrorism, and you are in. Are you being sworn in with an exemplary life? What are you exhibiting, Tinubu? Buhari, we forgave you in 2011 when you lifted a sword calling for arms, and we let you in 2015. Now you're about to hand over power, a democratic power, a democracy. You're trying to hand it over to a drug lord to introduce baroncracy in Nigeria. The CJN, are you alive or are you dead? Are you quick to forget history? You made a pronouncement about forfeiture in the case of Mohammed Abacha and co. Now you are deliberately delaying this process because you want to swear Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the president. Nigerians are too smart to produce DOMs as our leaders. Imagine how much the federal government is about to spend or is spending already to evacuate our Nigerian citizens from Sudan. 100 million naira. Buhari, did you invest such amount of money in our education and you will still find Nigerian citizens going to Sudan for education? It's a disappointment. You should be utterly ashamed of yourself, Muhammad Buhari. And you want this legacy to continue. Nigerians are saying no. We have a lot of brains all over the world. Nigerians have made a lot of achievements all over the world, and the least of our citizens are the ones leading Nigeria. We are saying no. Enough is enough. Justice must prevail. And let me yield my microphone by reading this Quran again, because it's very beautiful and it is a clarion call to every well-meaning Nigerian, especially those who belong to the political class. It says, "O ye who believe, O ye who claim that they are patriotic, stand firmly for justice, even against your parents." So I'm calling on the children of Tinubu, Buhari, Attorney General, CJN, stand firmly for justice, because you don't know what would be the outcome of your nonchalance, your silence, and your support for injustice. Even against your parents, your kids, or your kin. For all the Yoruba people who know the truth and are hiding it because it is Yoruba person involved in this abnormally, the Holy Quran is calling on you to stand firmly for justice. So wherever you see the issue of justice and fair play comes to play, you must firmly stand for it.
Thank you. Thank you. Right on point with all of those submissions and protests. Maureen Okuma, you're here today. It will be good to have you lend your voice to this protest today, wherever you are. If it's possible, Maureen, I think you should. Okay, you can't even hear a thing. This is really bad. Okay, it must be your network, I guess, because we're able to do this here today. Okay, it's good to see some other people here today. Jude, HK, so good to have you back. Yes, they say you're going to come up. Jude, are you there? Can we hear you? Okay. All right, let's take it from Frank. Frank, pop up your mic and give us your message today before we go to Tessie.
Good evening, everyone. It's another day again, and Nigeria, our country, is in a grave danger. They said democracy is government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And what happened on that election day is that was a crime scene. And people see that, the international community saw that, and they made reports. And yet we have the INEC chairman went ahead to make an announcement and declare someone a winner, despite the fact that there are all these allegations and criminality associated with this man. They decided to turn a blind eye. And today Nigeria is now being faced with the danger of possibly having a drug baron as the president of that nation. And there we have a judiciary who is aware of all this danger awaiting Nigerians and unborn children of this country, and they're still silent. What are they waiting for? What is stopping them from speeding up justice? What is stopping them from making sure that this whole process, the tribunal, is completed before 29th May? Why are they deliberately waiting to swear in Tinubu before they commence the process? Why are they taking Nigerians for granted? We know for the fact that this process can be completed within 2 weeks. So why are they not working? Why are they not taking the right actions to save Nigeria's democracy? So today, I am calling on the judiciary, wake up from your slumber. Wake up and defend Nigeria's democracy. Wake up and stand for the future of Nigerians' unborn children, including your grandchildren and your grandchildren, great-grandchildren, because this is the future of Nigeria you are joking with. A drug baron as the president of Nigeria that soiled the image of every Nigerian. We are already struggling with image issues across the globe, and now you are waiting to bring this man in. Even if Tinubu sits a day in that seat, that, tarnish the image of every citizen of that country. So please rise up, judiciary, and do the right thing. You are the last hope of Nigerian citizens. You are the last hope of our democracy. And don't leave Nigeria till the end where things fall apart. Stand up and do the right thing and save our democracy. That is my protest for now.
Tracy, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, doctor, I'm here.
Please go ahead.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening, wherever you are, or good night. Today, my protest is going to the Nigerian people. And for me, I want to stop calling on either the judiciary, the police, President Buhari, INEC, because it is proven that none of these people are interested in either what we are saying or are interested in Nigeria or whatsoever wrong that is being happening in the society. Rather, it is an opportunity for each arm of the government and all the apparatus of government. It is in their own, it is their personal interest they are looking out for to cash out, because it's when you hear Nigerian politicians talk about Nigeria, they are always talking about national cake. I want everyone to pay attention to this. They are always talking about national cake. There is no country that its politicians or its leaders talk about national cake. What does a cake mean? When we are talking about a cake means that it's a thing that we can eat. We can share and eat, and we know how it is being shared, either in a birthday or a ceremony or in a wedding ceremony or whatever ceremony. You share it and you share among the people or the invite and you eat it. So that is what Nigeria is to Nigerian politicians and all the arms of government. It is a cake. It is not a nation where they will come to serve, but a place where they will come to come and eat. So whatever call we are making to any of these arms of government or institutions of government, it is not going to make no effect. And the evidence are out there. The judiciary, for example, since this the petitions from all political parties have been they have been submitted up till now, they have not even set to hear that case. They have not set a date, and we are almost 2 months after the elections. They are waiting. Yesterday, an analyst was talking about petitions, that the judiciary will wait and wait and wait. And when it is 1 week to the expiration of either 180 days or 90 days, they will come and struck out a case. Meaning that when they do that, the period of time they give constitutionally to either review the case, it's out. So they struck it out on technical ground, and that is it. And the criminality stands. We have seen this over and over and over and over again. The police are the ones that supervises the crimes. The one in Adamawa, even the one committed by Yakubu, the police were there. The police commissioner, the head of the police in this institution in the state, was supervising illegality. In each sense, he was supposed to arrest such person, but he was the one there. What did the police IG did do? He said they ordered him to move to another state. So you are taking a criminal from one place to change the location of that criminal, and you expect that criminal to stop stealing? No. What is the INEC doing? The INEC is the one rather going to court to defend the criminals that they announced, challenging even the legality of the cases of other people. Why the INEC role is only supposed to be come and defend what you do. Come and defend your IRF, come and defend your beavers. But INEC now is even challenging, oh, somebody is not qualified because he was not a member of a political party as so date and so this. But the same INEC was the one that approved the credentials of this person to become to contest. Same INEC today is saying such person is not even qualified. Why their defense should be only on the process of what they did. So now INEC is coming to even help the criminal to challenge the person that is challenging it. Now, I have painted all this image so that we will see that all these people are together to plunder Nigeria, to steal Nigeria. No call to the judiciary will change their conscience, because these people don't have even conscience in the first place. Their conscience is their pockets. And if the police have enjoyed their part of the cake, as they do call it, if the INEC have enjoyed their own part of the cake, if the executive have enjoyed their own part of the cake, and the political thugs have enjoyed, and we are now, the judiciary is their own turn to chop their cake. The lawyers are also eating their part, and we're calling on them on their conscience. No, not this thing. The only thing that the Nigerian government has ever listened to or what is action, protest, and all these things. This is the only language our government recognizes. Check it. When ASU wants to go on strike, ASU will give maybe a warning strike, 2 months, 3 weeks, 1 month. What does our government do? Our government will not do anything during this 1 month until they will allow the ASU to go on strike. When ASU go on strike, they will stay for 8 months before they will react or do anything. The same thing with the medical, the medical people. The same thing with the labor. Yesterday, somebody made a tweet on Abike Dabri, the chairman of the Nigerian Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, about the people in Sudan. I don't know whether people are privy to that information circulating. When a person, a cabinet member, was insulting a citizen, saying that it is that kind of mentality the person has, that the person, the mentality of a witchcraft, that the person it's not progressing, that the person is satanic. Imagine somebody that we are paying, we are talking, we are calling upon you to do your job, and what you do is to descend on a citizen, insult the person in that manner. If it were in any other same country, at the spot, that person will be fired. But in Nigeria, it's a den of impunity. It is the zone of impunity, the zone, a crime zone, a death pool, a zone where life does not matter. Cows, animals, their lives matter in Nigeria more than a human being. When a cow is killed, or when cows are rustled, the president will react, the presidency will react, President Buhari himself will react. But when human beings are killed in hundreds, buried in mass burial, on the day of the burial, he will jet a flight out of the country. He will not even say anything. So enough is enough of calling upon these people, because they will never take action to our cause. What they need is that we match them with their own action. So we need vigorous protest, vigorous energy, vigorous protest to shut down the nation, to do whatever it is to put the country on hold. That is the only language these people understand. Until the ASU will put the education system on hold, until the labor will shut down the economy, until the doctors will shut down the medical institution. These people does not listen either to words or to plead or anything. They only listen to action. They only listen to protest, or if, let's say, violence. And if these are the only instrument we have, we must deploy them. Else, whatever plea we are saying will go down to the garbage, and all what we don't want to happen will happen. So let's rise up and stop calling on these people, but take the action necessary. Whatever resources we have, we need, let us deploy it to shut down that nation once and for all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, as always. We have just about 7 minutes to go. Any speaker right now will have to keep it within 1 minute so that we can have more people speak before we go. We are beginning to count down to physical protests. I'm going to make an announcement at the end of all the commitments that will be made today. Comrade Austin, you got just 1 minute. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. I want to appreciate our tenacity, our consistency, and our commitments in the struggle. You see, sometimes when I look at the sequence of events happening in this country, it just got me worried. The issues seems inundating. At point, it feels as if, our struggle is not just working. As if our noise is not just working, but of course, I know in a way, our noise is working. I just like the earlier speaker said, the language that these people understand is the language of protest. We've been on it for a couple of times, and thanks for this privilege that I want to still register my voice to the conversation on ground by saying that it seems some Nigerians have given up. Of course, not it seems, some Nigerians have given up already. I forwarded the link. I can imagine I forwarded the link to somebody and he was asking me that I was going to give him data. That, as much as I'm not going to give him data, it won't be a part of this meeting. And I was telling him, I said, well, it's a sacrifice we're all doing. Of course, he said, if it will be like, if he wins, good and fine. If he doesn't win, Nigeria, move on. I was like, wow, really? But again, I want to say here that we that have been part of this, we should not, for any reason, be wary. There's no doubt that the circumstances around us, by virtue of what we've been seeing, what we are hearing, what we are watching, it's we look as if we should be wary, but we should not be wary. Of course, there are calls. I was on a platform on a chat with some people somebody was suggesting, somebody make a suggestion that the National Assembly should promote a rule kind of to extend the tenure elongation. It should extend the tenure of the President Buhari to like 3 months addition, in order to give room for the judiciary to finish all of the litigations of the stuff on ground. And people were busy insulting the guy. Well, you see, Nigerians are just, some Nigerians...
Comrade, you need to round up now.
Okay, all right, thank you. So some Nigerians, sometimes you just can't imagine what really is going through their heads. But of course, I want to say this very briefly and lastly, that we've got to do this. We've got to do this. Wherever you are, whatever you can do, just keep doing what you can do to ensure that you give people the right encouragement. Dr. Mo, we are ready. And I just pray that God will give you more strength. God will protect you. He will keep you in good health. He will keep you safe. Because I know what you're doing. A lot of people are not really happy. But of course, we have to do it. It is my prayer and my last submission that God Almighty, because all we are doing is legit. And for that reason, God will sustain you. God will keep you. And we will achieve our shared objective. Thank you so much.
Thank you. If they are happy about what we're doing, that is also the measure and the yardstick that we're on the wrong side of history. The fact that they're not happy, that is the fuel we need to continue to propel us to our destination. Joel Oche, you have 60 seconds. I don't know how you're going to do this, but Comrade Joel, please go ahead and protest.
Thank you. I greet all of you, fellow comrades. I just want to let us know that guys are ready and are waiting for who to take the lead for street protests. Quite a number of them that have interacted with them, they are just waiting to who to take the lead. Some of them said, well, our principal has been emphasizing that there should be no street protests, but we cannot get our mandate back without street protests. Enough is enough to call on these people. we have to move to street this time around to ensure that if they don't finish judiciary procedure before May 25th, then there should be no swearing in of whosoever they claim is president-elect. So I want to advise us to constitute a committee to ensure that through our existing structures we have on ground in various obedient movements, so that we do it as matter of urgency, that we move to streets and we do peaceful protests. Thank you.
Thank you, Joel Oche. Everything you said is correct, except from the fact that this is much bigger than the obedient movement. This is a Nigerian movement. Obedient movement is a part of the Nigerian movement. But everything you have said is on point. In Abuja, we are already on the streets. For those who are joining in from other states, gear up. But in a few days' time, we're going to hit the street back again. Vivo 1901, you've got 16 seconds because we've come to the end of today, but go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, good night from wherever you're listening. Yes, I'm out to say something right here now. Nigerian people, we need to wake up. We don't have to wait for anyone to tell us to go out on the street. If you have something that belongs to you and someone takes it away from you, you will pursue that person, you overtake, and you will recover what is yours. So we should not sit down there and be waiting for someone to tell us. You don't expect people to tell you to get what is right. And you don't expect, because we came out to say, okay, obedient movement and all that, we're sitting there and expecting that Peter Obi will come out and say, go out to the streets. We should use our number 6 for Christ's sake. Obi is not the one that ran for the presidency. He was just a person that we had to, move the vehicle through somebody and in a party. It could be in any other party that we get someone that has the competence, the capacity to drive these boats or the plane or whatever to take us to the destination that we want to get to. So if we are the one actually vying for that position, the youth of Nigeria, to get to the presidency, to fix the country, we should not be waiting for Peter Obi. Because if we remember, even during the campaigns and all that, questions were thrown to him. And he said that we are running for presidency through him. So if this is our mandate that is stolen, then we should go and get it back. We should not wait for him to go and get it. Even when he's there, if we happen to get it and he's there in the presidency and he misbehaves, we can still protest against him. Nigerians, we have woken up. We are no more sitting down waiting for people to do anyhow. If you are there and we are not satisfied, we kick you out, we put another person. So that is what I think people should do the right thing. They should know that this is the time for the youth to go out in the streets. Let's go out in our numbers, because in our numbers, we have our strength. Let's move out there and do the right thing. We should not wait for anybody. People are just looking for flimsy excuse. As far as I'm concerned, that is not an excuse. Go out and do the right thing already. That's what I have to say tonight.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Tonight, we have come to the end of today's protest. Matthias, I don't know what you're going to do. Okay, you have exactly 60 seconds. Let's go straight and keep it on national issues. We're not here for any politician. We're here to ensure the backing we have is Nigeria's constitution, and we're here to ensure that our agenda for our protest is fulfilled. Let's keep it out of partisan politics. Matthias Chukwuemeka, you have 60 seconds.
All right, Dr. Mo, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Great comrades. I wouldn't want to take much of our time, but still want to direct my request to fellow Nigerians. Like the last speaker, Princess, said, if you have been robbed, of something from you, all that you need to do is to go out and take it. We do not have time anymore left. If the judiciary have decided that they want to truncate or to delay the process, for us not to have, this process, the electionary process that has stolen the mandate of the people, annulled, then we should go out to the street and demand for our mandate back. It is we, the citizens, who have voted for a candidate. We gave the mandate. It is our vote. Then we have to take it back. If the judiciary, that is the hope of the common man, is also delaying the process to make sure that the mandate that the people voted for was not realized, then we have to go out for it. So that is my own point. Fellow Nigerians, fellow citizens of Nigeria, I am requesting that let us go out in mass. We don't have time anymore. Let's go to the street and demand for our mandate back. Thank you so much.
Thank you, comrade. I think today we have had an all-inclusive protest, even though I can see that some people's energy are beginning to get tired. I want to tell you that don't miss tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be something else. Very quickly, my announcement is this: because the world is watching and we are live, we can only talk about our strategy. If you're here today, kindly inbox myself or Indidi or Fortune or what's her name now, or Obi. They will put you on the live protest WhatsApp group so that we can make our announcement here. In the next 72 hours, something big is going to happen, and we cannot announce it here because it's part of our strategy. So ensure that you find your way to the protest WhatsApp group, because an announcement is going to be made there while we're preparing to launch out. But we'll be here tomorrow with gusto, with vigor, with energy, with anger, with everything that we've got, because freedom cometh by struggle. Freedom come by struggle, by struggle. Freedom cometh by struggle. Freedom by struggle, by struggle. Freedom come. Wherever you are, at the count of 3, we're going to take the second stanza of the national anthem and we'll call it a day. 1, 2, 3. Oh God of creation, thy reign has no pause. Thy our leaders rise, help the youth to know in love and honesty to grow and in just and true. Great love I attain to give the nations where peace and justice shall reign. It's so beautiful that our timeline are so different and all of that is coming in a jam. That is the beauty of this online protest. I greet you and I salute each and every one of you. Thank you, Indidi, for jumping in. Thank you, Fortune. Justice, Chukwu, thank you. Comrade Austin, Princess, Stacey, I greet all of you. Evie, T, Matthias, Frank, Obi, Amy, so good to have you here. Antonia, Zarie, Joel, Chukudi, Victoria, so good to have all of you. And
thank you, Dr. Mo.
I want to say a very good night to you. We're looking forward to that announcement that is going to be made. Frank, let's connect either tomorrow morning or so, and then we'll continue to push this. Thank you, and have a wonderful night.
Thank you, Dr. Mo. Good night. Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Everybody.
Thank you, Mo. I'll connect you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good night.
Night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.